car is such a fine evolution. It's a fine piece of kit. My dad being a motorhead, I think he would appreciate this car, and I do think he would have loved to jump it in San Francisco, you know? I would. I think it's still the best chase scene that's ever been done. It was realistic. Everybody tries to copy it. The thing that was so brilliant about my dad's work on that was, it was the first time that I had ever, or my friends, or now directors, had been immersed. When you're in the car with the camera in there, going down the hills, I mean, you can feel your stomach moving. There had never been another film before that had been shot like that. The Bullitt Mustang, when they first got it, had 2 front discs and 2 drums, and you know, it experienced major fade, but as far as I know, Max had a full set of a disc put on, but they heat up back then. I mean, we're talking 1968. You know, after a while, they give up ghost. But then you see my dad throw it in the reverse and hop the rear wheels. You know, that was all shot in real time.
He drove the Mustang in the film, but he was a lover of Porsches.
I still have my dad's first Porsche he ever bought, a 1958 Speedster. First car he won a race, and if you look at what was out in 1959 compared to Porsche, the engineering was light years ahead. Mustang had to be on a world level, which they are now. I've driven just about every model Mustang that's been built, from early ones up to now.
You've done racing driving yourself, so you know how to handle a car, but your racing career ended, didn't it?
God, it's been 10 years now, but I hate the back wall at Daytona and got pretty messed up and was in a coma for 3.5 weeks and broke about everything in my body. But I'm happy that I can do stuff like this for Ford, and I'm still lucky enough to drive people's collections. Look at how long that hood is. They're a very big car, but if you go to the other Mustang, I mean, they kept the DNA of everything, you know? The car that you see in the movie, we had a 427. My dad hired Max Boltowski, the big American racer, to set up the car. It had never been done before, so they were jumping, you know, 3-4 feet in the air, and the car would come down and break oil pans. So they were constantly welding, and it wasn't an easy shoot. I think the new Ford would handle it a lot better. In fact, I might go to San Fran and rent one and see how they jump. Yeah, don't tell Ford. You want to go around the block? You've got the big V8, the 5-liter V8, and the great thing I love is everything has gone to paddle shifters now. I mean, kids these days don't know how to use a manual box. The gearbox in this car is phenomenal. Short snicks into every gear. You have enough room in the back for 2 young kids. Brakes on these cars are phenomenal. You could probably spend a whole day at the track and never experience brake fade.
If your dad was still around, would he still be driving Porsches up and down the canyons in Malibu, do you think?
You know, dude, who knows? I don't know. My dad, you know, like after he was done with Le Mans, I'm done with motorsports. When he passed away, his taste was for motorcycles from 1909 up until the 40s, 50s. Same with the cars, so he was in that direction. He was just starting to get into planes. He'd bought 3 planes, Stearmans, old World War II trainer, tail dragger biplanes. Who knows, dude? I don't know.